Endeavor Week in New York City brought together entrepreneurs shaping the future around the world, with several of those leaders making a stop right here at the NYSE. That includes Roberto Oliviera, co-founder and CEO of Blip. It's a Brazilian-based communications platform powered by, of course, AI. He shared more details about his platform and how it's thriving in the conversational commerce space. Take a listen.
Blip is a kind of lucky company because what we started to do in 1999 is becoming the next big trend in tech. That is, we call conversational commerce. But basically what we do, we help brands to use messaging apps like WhatsApp, for example, to do engagement, customer support, sales. And now with the advance of AI, it's working amazingly. So yes, we just crossed 200 million in ARR, and we are living a very exciting time.
If I'm a Blip user, what is my experience like? What services am I getting, and who are your customers?
Yes, we are a B2B2C company, so we sell to brands, and we help those brands to have conversations with their customers through messaging apps. So in Brazil, WhatsApp is the most important, most popular. But for example, here in USA, I don't know if it's already common, but it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when you will be able to interact with brands the same way you interact with each other. So probably using the iMessage app or the Android message app, or maybe through ChatGPT, you will be able to have conversations, with direct conversations with brands. And what we do is basically help the brands to have good conversations. And today we are very focused on big enterprise. More than 300 out of the 500 biggest brands in Brazil use Blip to be inside WhatsApp, do engagement, customer support, and sales.
All right, and I understand that you have been in the, quote, conversational market since its early days, since the ringtone days. What is the conversational market, and what is your place in it right now?
Yeah, it's funny because probably you will not remember, but in 2000s, we didn't have smartphones. We used that Nokia phones that basically the only way to connect to internet was through SMS. So the way that we sell ringtone that time was through conversations. So we invented a concept that time that to sell a ringtone, we basically need to send the name of the song that you want to buy, and we were able to understand, build a conversation with you, sell that song for you, and charge on the carrier's bills, and it worked amazingly. Ringtone was a gigantic business from 2001 to 2008, and we start since that time. After the ringtones, what happened? We started to help brands to use SMS to do conversations too. But when we decided to bet that WhatsApp could become an open platform, we believe that we will be able to help the brands to have any kind of conversations. So using WhatsApp, we help the brands to solve any kind of need that users have through a conversation through WhatsApp. So it's a digital conversation, and it's the way that the people prefer to communicate today. So imagine if instead to make a phone call to a brand, you can just send an iMessage. Probably you prefer a lot to be supported through this messaging chain. So it's happening very fast in Brazil. Brazil is a very WhatsApp-centric country. But what we believe is that it's not only on Latin America, this kind of experience will happening all over the world, especially because of the new kind of AI technology that's accelerating a lot the capability of delivering good interactions that feels like human interactions. So it's funny.
And I understand that in 1999, you say that not many people believed in messaging, and you made a big bet on it. Did that bet pay off?
Yes. It was not a bet on messaging, but we learned the power of messaging, the power of the conversations. The bet that time was in ringtones. We decided to bet that we learned that ringtones was exploding around the world, and we decided to build a platform to help the carriers in Brazil to sell ringtones to their consumers. We were very successful on that, and because the only way to connect to the clouds, to the internet, through a mobile phone that time was SMS, everything was built over a conversational interface, over messaging exchanging. So at that time we learned the potential of sell songs, for example, but it's not songs. You can sell any kind of product through a digital conversation. So we learned with that, and after learning that, we decided to bet on those modern messaging apps becoming open platforms, and using the technology that we built that time, and all the knowledge that we learned at that time, we are helping them to sell apartments, sell cars, to sell clothes, to sell education, loans, basically any kind of a company nowadays use Blip to interact with their clients.
Thanks, Roberto Oliviera, for that interview.